Who? Where's my husband? Where are they? You don't know. Where?
Come over here, child. That poor lady. Both. Oh, not terribly serious, but they needed to get treatment every now and then in order to try and rid themselves of the ailment once and for all. The two began to suffer terribly, such that death, and from that moment on, oh, she became as you see her now, if Doctor. And yet, what more could have been done? They were warned about the medicine. They were told about the risks. Oh, talking about it tires me out. At least my husband and I are able to help her.
Did you speak to her? By the look on your face, I'm assuming you've come to... Be it Vash or the Mutual Aid Society, forces like that can take full... Let me tell you, there was once a brilliant overworld doctor with unmatched pharmaceutical skills. The doctor was set on developing a medicine that would steel the human body against the cold. But his research met with obstruction time and time again, the biggest factor being a lack of test subjects. Tampering with the human immune system carries huge risk, and nobody... As such, the doctor got in touch with his sister in the underworld, claiming that he wanted to... Naturally, his sister was overjoyed. After all, as far as medicine was concerned, she brought her brother underground. And trust, I think you know what comes next. Issuing free medicine to the needy was just Vash's way of conducting experiments on his test subjects. On some level, his reagents were able to alleviate the patient's suffering, but nothing more. They would... The result? Patients with mild illness would attribute their recovery to the so-called wonder medicine, while patients with serious illness would quickly deteriorate. I cannot accept that their fate was simply the result of misfortune or risk. No, that's why I want you to help me recover all the wonder medicine. Thank you. This will be hard for the people that have come to rely on the wonder medicine. But it's up to us to remove... You mustn't hesitate. Recover every last reagent that Vash left behind. I'll take risk. Go. I'll be waiting for the...
Stop right there! Who are you trying to kid? You're that clinic woman's lackey. That she's after our medicine and... Men, look lively.
I've no interest in conflict.
How many can you block? Swords descend! This is our chance. Yeah! Victory by the blade.
Well, look who we have here. Your reputation precedes you, outsider. Oh, just passing through. You listen here. I'm the president of the Complex Illness Mutual Aid Society. Those poor patients. Along comes a light. The underworld is full of sickness. What would happen if my Mutual Aid Society has relieved that doctor of patients at the end of them? Seems like you are quite fine, seeing as you came all this way. Men, seize the medicine!
our chance. Rules are made to be broken.
Time for a shot. Nap time.
Fighting is meaningless.
Blast it! What did we ever do to you? Why are you...
Moneymaker? So you admit it then. You're not in this to save lives.
What are you doing here? Oh, as if we'd...
Selling fake medicine with false kindness. You should have expected trouble to find you. I have a responsibility to protect the well-being of my patients. Or to put it another way, I must eradicate any and all threats to them.
You can't save everyone. The underworld is teeming with sickness. How can...
You're right. I can't save everyone alone. But if I must, I would sacrifice food and sleep to treat them. The debt that Vash owes to the underworld rests with me. All I can do is help everyone.
So stubborn. And that's it.
I'll take that as a compliment. Thank you. Your actions today have saved many I'll find a way to dispose of Vash's leftover reagents. Next time the Mutual Aid Society wants to whip up a Let's go back to town. I still owe those...
The truth of life and death. The sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
Time for swordplay. Blade and flight. Let's go.
Nap time. I'm okay. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Much better.
Too late to repent.
Strike with heart. Practice is over. Swords descend. Let's make it quick.
That'll take more than medicine.
How many can you block? Victory by the blade. Wonder if I'll discover any rare swords.
It looks like the patients have surrounded Natasha.
What are you saying, Doctor? The wonder medicine?
Correct. That medicine is a wolf in sheep's clothing. Your ailments need rational, scientific treatment. Relying on pseudo-medicines will only worsen your condition.
Rational and scientific, huh? The way I see it, you're just jealous.
How dare you speak to Dr. Natasha like that?
Ma'am, please, think for a moment. How can you still be siding with her? That wonder medicine was working fine for us, and now it's gone because she wants it to be?
I understand your anger, But as your doctor, I ask you to trust my judgment. I will find a way to access more medical resources and help you through your struggles. If I must, I'll get help from the surface.
The surface. I almost forgot that you were an overworld bitch.
Have some respect.
If it's respect she wants, she better find a replacement for the wonder medicine fast. If I'm out of here.
Oh, you're here. I apologize. I'm okay. If I were in his shoes, I may well have had the same reaction. Let's leave it for now. I'll feel a lot better. Now's as good a time as any to tell you Vash's if there's anything you want to know. No, I, actually grew up in the orphanage. It wasn't until my adoptive mother always saw me as her own flesh and blood. And Vash loved me like my adoptive parents belonged to a prominent medical family. As kids, we were exposed to all kinds of medical texts. When we were older, both of us... He was gentle and introverted. But when it came to work, he could be... Whenever I made a mistake in an experiment, he'd bite my head off. And then a while later, he'd apologize and comfort me. I didn't know he had leftover reagents in Rivet Town. I was shocked when if you fail to make a clean break with the past... That's a long story. He saw the human body's vulnerability to cold as a disease, and wanted to cure it so that humanity could survive the eternal freeze. I do admire his vision and perseverance. I knew his research in the overworld wasn't going well. I used to write to him and ask him to come down, and said I was too young to know what long-term frustration could do to a person. It changed. During his stay in the underworld, he met patients affected by fragmentum corrosion with mild symptoms. He began to simulate mild fragmentum corrosion, thinking those reagents of his aren't cure-alls for critical illness. That doesn't exist. Vash made the reagents to mitigate the suffering of... Behind my back, he had been doling out the reagents to residents who were kept in the dark. When it finally struck me that something was wrong, it's terrible. Indeed. And it all happened under my nose. How ridiculous. When his experiments were exposed, I spent a long time with Oleg discussing how to handle the aftermath. This was shortly before the underworld was sealed off. There were hardly any Silvermane guards remaining. In the end, Oleg suggested that we banish him and permanently deny him access to the underworld. Had his victims found out the truth, Vash would have been torn to pieces by furious underworlders. I was young and weak at the time. I hope so. The day I learned the truth was the day I no longer Oleg and I took Vash to the overworld. He made his final request to us. To take him out. His figure gradually disappeared into the snow curtain. Forgive me. I'm not good at telling stories. Vash was a terrible... Let's call it a day. Thank you for cleaning up the mess my brother left behind.
Thank you. Do you want to enter the... Do you want to enter the Forgotten Hall? Let's go say hi.
Fighting is meaningless.
How many can you block?
This is our chance.
That'll take more than nap time.
Too late to repent.
Rules are made to be broken.
The truth of life and death. The sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
Bladed flight! Let's go! Practice is over. Swords descend! Let's make it quick.
Yeah!
That's better.
Much better. Just a scratch.
Strike with heart!
Time for a shot. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Much better.
I've no interest in conflict.
Time for swordplay! Bladed flight!
Let's go. Yeah!
Naughty child. Nap time.
Fighting is meaningless. The sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
Strike with heart! Practice is over. Swords descend! Let's go say hi.
That'll take...
A one-time enemy!
Fighting is meaningless.
Naughty child. That's better.
Don't worry about me.
Let's make it quick. Yeah.
I've no interest in.
How many can you block?
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Don't worry about me. The truth of life and death revealed. The sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
Time for swordplay. Rules are made to be broken. Practice is over. Swords descend. Let's go.
Nap time.
Fighting is meaningless.
Let's make it quick. More than that.
Time for a shot.
How many can you
The
block?
truth of life and death. The sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
A one-time enemy.
I've no interest in conflict.
That's better.
Yeah. Time for swordplay. Blade and flight.
Fighting is meaningless. Don't
How
worry
many
about
can you
me.
block? Strike with heart. Let's go. Swords descend. Rules are made to be broken. This can go towards my allowance. This can go towards my allowance.
This will strengthen our position. Move carefully. The truth of life and death. The sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
How many can you block? Strike with heart. Rules are made to be broken. Time for swordplay. Blade and flight. Let's go. Yeah. More than that.
That'll take more than medicine. That's better.
Don't
How
worry
many can
about
you
me.
block? Strike with heart. Practice is over. Swords descend.
The truth of life and death. The sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
Let's make it quick.
É, eu acho que aquele bicho que eu vi aqui no detector é um cofrinho bem escondido.
I've no interest in conflict.
Blade and flight. Let's go. Rules are made to be broken. Yeah. Time for swordplay. Strike with heart.
Nap time.
Fighting is done. Past victories don't guarantee future ones. I've no interest in conflict. The truth of life and death. The sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
How many can you block? Blade and flight. Let's make it quick. Yeah.
Naughty Chuck.
Past victories don't guarantee future ones. This will strengthen our position. Fighting is meaningless.
A one-time enemy. Strike with heart. Let's go.
That'll nap time.
Blade and flight.
I've no interest in conflict.
Time for swordplay. Rules are made to be broken. How many can you block? Strike with heart. Let's make it quick. Yeah.
Time fresh.
Fighting is...
Blade and flight. Yeah.
That'll take more nap time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
I can breathe easy again.
Past victories don't guarantee future ones. This will strengthen our position. I've no interest in conflict. The truth of life and death, the sanctuary, is but a vision. Break! Fighting is meaningless.
Time for swordplay. Strike with heart. Practice is over. Swords descend.
Just a time for a shot.
Rules are made to be broken.
Achei.
I'll need to
Well, now that we're done with that whole situation in the underworld, we can finally look for the Stellaron. But thinking about it, I feel a bit bad about Clara.
That certainly isn't our area of strength.
I didn't mean for you guys to start beating. Look on the bright side. Things turned out all right, didn't they? Now everyone knows that the real problem here is that all in all, the mission is...
But we still have a lot left to figure out. Exactly. We don't even have the Stellaron's coordinates and location. Cocolia's sudden change in attitude is also... We still haven't put all of the... Dreams?
Oh, I remember you mentioned something about strength.
All 3 dreams.
It would be weird to call.
I'm wondering if these dreams aren't just random. If there's some meaning behind them.
Because of the stellar.
That's my hunch. But I have no proof.
Well, then that's as good as nothing for now. So, what should we do when we get back above ground?
We solve a puzzle one piece at a time. Let's get some rest. We'll talk to Wildfire. Also, there's still one more key character we haven't talked to yet. Her connection to Cocolia may be the key to crack.
You're back. I've heard from. It must have been
Over there. See that? That used to be the worst street in Rivet Town. And it's also where I grew up. My friends and I used to wander those streets, thinking about where to find our next meal. That is, until Chief Oleg got me out and took me to the There, I learned to read and write from Natasha. At the age of 10, I started to patrol the mines with Oleg. Occasionally...
That sounds nice.
Nice? You being sarcastic with...
Oh, no, sorry. Life in the underworld is difficult. I shouldn't be...
You're always so serious.
Right. For as long as I can remember, my days have been an endless cycle of studying, etiquette lessons. Every day, all I hear is, remember who you are, Bronya. This is against the Architect's admonishments, Bronya. Some may envy this kind of life, but I have felt trapped. When every choice and...
No, I can't. But more importantly, what...
In the name of the Architects, I shall stick this spear into your nostril.
That's it? Oh, that's nothing. It'll be better than poking people's nostrils, at least. I never thought that I'd be here having a heart-to-heart with the future Guardian. As a kid, I didn't meet many people who lived in the overworld.
I've heard from some Silvermane veterans that before the orders were made to seal off the underworld from the overworld, there was no difference between the two places. Everybody ate the same food. Even though times are different now, things like the joys and sorrows of life, the ties between people, if there is a way to bridge the gap between the two worlds, we can definitely go back to the time when you and I were not divided. When we could stand side by side against the eternal freeze and...
I'm not like you. I don't have that many grand plans for the future. But if that's the future you want, I'm willing to build this bridge with you.
Thank you, Zila. Your trust is very important to me.
Speaking of which, what are you going to do next? What Svarog revealed must...
Yes. I thought I was prepared for anything. But as long as I am the Guardian's successor, those truths will come out sooner or later. But why does my mother hide it from me? And why does she want me to hunt down the outsiders who know about the nature of the Stellaron? I thought it over. There's only one thing I can do. Go ask her directly.
You... hold on. You're not really going, are you? Alone? You can't.
I've already thought it through, Zila. I am Madame Cocolia's daughter. That will never change. Be it my duties as her heir or as a Silvermane guard. I must face my problems.
Bronya.
This is for you, Zila. Please help me pass it on to the outsiders. If...
Okay, I understand. You've made up your mind, and there's nothing I can say that will change it.
Then I'll be waiting for you. So...
Of course. I just didn't appreciate how nice... Very nice.
That was a good sleep.
took you long enough, sleepyhead. I've noticed that our sleep routines don't match up. You either keep getting up in the middle of the night or
Did you have a dream?
Huh, that's weird.
Well then, let's go find Wildfire to discuss our next move.
Let's go! I can't wait to finally...
Oh, look who's here.
It's the Banus Farag, the big hero of the underworld. And the other big heroes, Dan Hung and...
Were those lines
Where's Natasha?
She has a bunch of other things to attend to. So I hope you don't mind talking to... By the way, sorry for keeping that whole thing about her being the actual leader. My apologies. Natasha, she told me to make sure you return to the overworld safely. I gave it some thought, and I think...
I brought you down. I can take you back up, free of charge.
There's no need to knock us...
Of course not. This time, we'll go back through the furnace core. That would be problematic and dangerous.
Enough chatter.
Hold on. Why isn't she here?
She already went back, as you know.
What? She just ditched us and went back? How could you let her?
Exactly. She has a lot of responsibilities. I don't completely understand. Oh, right. Grania told me to give you.
She left us a letter. Could this be one of those open in case of a...
Stop overthinking and just...
Brother and sister Landau? I know the brother must refer to Japar. Oh, Serval! So she's Japar's older sister.
She gave it some good thought. But whatever... Sampo, do you know...
Landau. Yeah, we're all friends. I've mostly dealt with the younger brother in the past, but the sister... She's much... We can set out at any time. Just come find me.
Too late to repent.
How many can you block? Let's go.
Naughty child, nap time.
I've no interest in conflict.
A one-time enemy. Let's make it. Shift the balance.
Fighting is meaningless.
A one-time enemy. Let's go.
Time for nap time.
I've no interest in conflict.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Don't worry about me.
Rules are made to be broken.
The truth of life and death. Reveal the sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
How many can you block?
Practice is over. Swords descend!
Time for a shot. Nap time.
Let's go say hi. Shift the balance. Yeah!
Move carefully. Fighting is meaningless.
Strike with heart! Swords descend!
Naughty child.
Rules are made to be broken.
I've no interest in conflict.
Rules are made to be broken.
Fighting is meaningless.
Blade and flight! A one-time enemy! Strike with heart!
Time for a nap time.
A one-time enemy! Blade and flight!
Naughty child.
I've no interest. Too late to repent.
Strike with heart!
Let's make it quick.
Was I saying things?
Pode?
Fighting is meaningless. Too late to repent.
Blade and flight! Let's go!
Nap time.
I've no interest in conflict.
Time for swordplay. Practice is over. Swords descend. Strike with heart. Yeah.
Time for a shot.
Rules are made to be broken.
Naughty child.
The truth of life and death, the sanctuary, is but a vision. Break!
Time for a shot. just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Much better.
Time
Much
for
better.
a shot. Nap time.
Blade and flight. Let's make it quick.
Naughty child. That's better.
Don't worry about me. Fighting is meaningless. I've no interest in conflict.
How many can you block? Strike with heart. Stretch.
Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
I can breathe easy again. Let's go. Yeah.
The truth of life and death, the sanctuary, is but a vision. Break! Fighting is meaningless.
Time for swordplay. Blade and flight. Practice is over. Swords descend. Strike with heart. Yeah.
Time for a shot. That's better.
How many can you block? Rules are made to be broken. Time for swordplay. Blade and flight. Practice is over. Swords descend. I can breathe easy again.
Nap time.